Every now and then I'll do a recording, and for some technical reason, the recording will be lost. Kind of disappointing, because it takes a lot of work. And, Microsoft Windows has been around, 30 years or 25 years or something? You would think it'd be stable by now, but no. Anyway, I'm doing this again, so it won't be, I don't know, it'll probably be the same length. I'll stop griping now. It's not your fault, it's the computer's. Want to thank those on Sunday who clicked donate. Market Sniper, aka Dutch, encouraged folks once a month to throw Tim a few dollars for his efforts here, and some dollars tumbled in, and I thank you. And if you didn't do that earlier, you have another golden opportunity. Thanks. Now, let's talk about this. Well, we're in day 14 of captivity here. At the risk of sounding offensive, the markets become like the old South. No blacks allowed. Every single candle is white. These are candlesticks, which of course indicate the close higher than the open. Indeed, even the little half-point drop you see here is only because I'm recording this after hours. I think the ES closed unchanged for the day because by federal law, the ES is not allowed to close down for the day. Gone are the days when we'd have like 30 and 40 point trading ranges on the ES. I mean, you can see back here how much more dramatic, those days were. Right now we've got these teeny little like 3 and 4 point ranges for trading. But it just steadily goes higher every day, day after day after day, like that. So until Bernanke on Wednesday does his thing, makes his announcement and has his little press conference, everyone's just sort of like waiting and, gosh, I hope QE3 comes out this time. Wouldn't that be swell? So we're all just kind of waiting. I remain lightly positioned. I closed the day with a modest profit, which in the light of the day 14 of assets going up, I didn't feel too badly about. The only ETF I feel is kind of a cool and spiffy bullish pattern is JNK, as I've mentioned, which not only is a very handsome pattern, but pays an 8% yield, something close to that. So interesting. The euro, of course, buffeted folks around quite a bit today. It was up over a full percent. And we are approaching a level which is a mildly interesting short level. And we might approach a level which would be an even more interesting short level. I have no FXC position right now, nor do I have a GDX position. I day trade those a bit, but I am not going to do anything serious until such time as a honest-to-God announcement, not rumor, not innuendo, but announcement is made about salvation number 56 in Europe, which would cause a big burst, and I think would be another good shorting opportunity. Although I don't trade RIM, this one got walloped today. Clearly, one of the great pair trades of all human history would have been long iPhone, short BlackBerry, e.g. in 2007, buy Apple, short RIM. This thing's been a dog for years, and it sounds like that the new management's declaration that everything's just peachy didn't impress people. So I've never owned a BlackBerry myself. I sometimes see people in the Silicon Valley with them. It's not very often, but you just kind of wonder what's wrong with them. Maybe it's all the corporation would allow them to have. But yeah, iPhone. Congratulations to you natural gas folks. 9% gain today on UNG. Finally. Looks like the $4.98 double bottom from Thursday and Friday of last week held. I don't trade this either. If I were fortunate enough to be long a position here, I think I'd probably get out once we reach the underbelly of that trend line, because this was a very long-standing channel that had been busted to the downside. Gosh, that's so long I have to keep going back farther and farther. But yeah, some number of years, this had been in a steady erosion down into the abyss. I entered the day Netflix short, which was nice, down over 6% today. I remain short Netflix. For this to be down this hard in a pretty flat market is pretty cool. And obviously, I mean, I've got my stop isn't even set up here. It's set intraday. It's set super tight on this. But the prospect of this making its way back down to the lower 70s is, I think, there. Just so I'm not all Mr. Perma-bearish doom and gloom, here's a couple of cool upside-ish ones. SIAL, doing an upside break on a very nice diamond pattern. Sigma Aldrich Corporation. And Lululemon, purveyor to the vain yoga set. Pay top dollar for their stretchy pants. It had been fallen about a third in value, but it has recovered quite handsomely, I would say. This is random. I didn't even say this in the last video, but it's amusing to me looking at certain stocks which had just gotten completely had their teeth kicked in and have since just like moved up incredibly well. Just off the top of my head, Starbucks, Home Depot, Whole Foods Market. Of all things, Domino's Pizza. Why people are eating Domino's Pizza, quite beyond me. But this thing's moved up from like $2 to 36 or something. Just an incredible turnaround. Starbucks, another one. And of course, McDonald's. It's obvious these companies are doing things right. It's obvious these companies are really well managed. These are incredible charts. Let's see. Well, I still have a little energy after doing this for the second time. Just a few more here. I am avoiding gold and silver until the aforementioned big announcement happens with the euro. A gap fill to about 166.12 on this. On gold would be cool. For silver, I'm not going to touch it. This thing's just moving too wildly. GDX, of course, my old favorite. Did some day trades on this today, but don't have any position now. Kind of waiting for that kind of gold rally, like I said, but remains the apple of my eye. I always love my buddy GDX. Let's see, IWM pushing to a breakout today, but that breakout failed, and we've got a very nice spinning top going on here. A drop tomorrow would be nice, obviously, because that would be a very cool reversal pattern. All the charts are pretty much the same. They've all busted above a breakout level, and until such time as that level is violated to the downside, the bulls will be in control. Spiders also in a spinning top, peaked above that descending trend line, but have not really, well, they haven't closed above it. It's not a question of degree, they just haven't. And lastly, on the Indu, I had been mentioning a trend line that we had pushed above, and I drew the channel wrong, it turns out, and I apologize for that. It was a channel, and the anchor points were just plain wrong, period. So I have redrawn this properly, and this is what it looks like. Upper, lower, and then the 25, 50, and 75% median lines. But this is not, the current market is not analogous anymore to what we see back here. Totally different shape. But the bottom line for me is that we have not pushed above either the high set on May 2nd nor the that channel that I talked about. Okay, that's enough. I'm going to go do other things with my day, as should you, and I will see you Tuesday, and let's all see what happens with our friends at Apple after the close, okay? Bye.